series. Well, okay, looks like we'll have to watch this next game through Dota TV. So we'll be going straight into it actually. Let's just go spectate the next game.
Are we not allowed like a break?
Apparently not. So we're going straight into Fire Dragoon versus HappyFeet. I mean, you can go take a quick break first. I'm just gonna hop straight into it. Yeah,
It's fine, you know.
Oh, it's cool.
Done 2-hour games before, why not?
Yeah, I'm really sorry about the disconnect early on, guys. I'm not sure what happened. I think
He choked, like his internet. GG.
That's some game tilting stuff right there. I'm not even kidding.
Alright, so are you in the game?
Yeah, I am. So right, HappyFeet 6-4. This is game 1, and it looks like we have a Sand King, Weaver, Legion Commander, Visage mid.
Yep.
Yeah, Visage mid, and with Lich. So what? Okay, what hero is Adam playing? Okay, Adam's actually playing on the support, and this is gonna be Def in the offlane. Oh yeah, right. Def is actually playing. He replaced Brian. So the Silence are looking for the duel. They will catch the Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition gonna be dying here, and yep, down he goes.
Do you also have Dota TV lag?
No, I'm actually okay. It was just my internet being a bitch. Like, I'm not even kidding. My route. This is a new router, but I was just having the weirdest cuts at the wrong time.
One day they'll fix all the internet. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm actually about to call them up after this and rage at them over the phone, but alright, looks like that team fight was a 3-for-3 trade. Very, very even between HappyFeet and Fire Dragoon.
What a team name.
Which one? You mean Fire Dragoon?
Yeah. I mean, HappyFeet's a cooler name, but Fire Dragoon just sounds like weird, you know.
They seem stronger as well.
Is it a sponsor?
No, it's an actual organization in Malaysia, and they actually seem stronger with now that Adam is playing on, in the position 4 again compared to when he was playing the offlane. I'm not so sure how I feel about Def playing the offlane though, but I think in this case he's accepted that he has a bit of a reputation, that's for sure, like of taking over teams, but I don't think this is the case. Arrow connecting onto Rappy. Into the Ice Blast as well. He is dead.
Dire's top tower needs some friends. Same as you, Tide Hunter.
Alright, so tier 1 plus a kill. Pretty good move. Weaver's pressuring bottom. They have TPs, right?
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Wait.
Like a
Is this a bug? Why is there an armlet on my bottom?
Armlet on your bottom? What?
Is that a bug?
That's not a bug, dude. The bottom actually has an armlet. What?
Alright.
I mean, right click bottom miss the new meta, isn't it?
Yeah, but armlet on a non-strength hero is like a meme. It gives you so little except this outplay potential, and when you don't outplay with it, you're just wishing you had a Yasha. I don't know, man. I don't think my analysis goes that deep. You see like armlet snipers and shit in pubs, but that's when you can just outplay people.
I mean, Ajit, maybe he's just bringing the right click Mirana to a whole new level.
I'll be interested.
I mean, give it the benefit of the doubt.
It.
Maybe it's new. It is new way. Like, I mean, if DK uses it, I don't know, Sniper Armlet, maybe Mirana Armlet might actually be the legit way to play. I mean, he's gone for the soaring as well.
This will do nicely.
The thing is, like, Armlet heroes are generally defined by their ability to sustain it. Mirana has no ability to sustain it, so it's purely like an outplay thing. Like, the stats you get from it are not bad.
Oh, Adam, he's gonna die to the Chain Frost and now Ice Blast coming in. And alright, Def cleaning up shop. Ajit getting 2 kills already. And they're gonna keep on going for a bit more when they're chasing up the Ben-Hur and Rappy. Oh, Ajit actually leaping up. They know that Jules is up on the cliff. Oh, there, Def coming in. He wants the right click arrow flying in. Will land onto the Visage. They catch the duel onto Def, and Def is dead. Well, Alacrity, he's going to do as much as he can. He does bring down Jules, ready to taking the dominating streak. And okay, so 11-11 and 3-for-1 trade.
Pretty aggressive jump, going like past tier 1. I don't know, man, my head's still blown from the previous game, and now I have to think of why Potom buys an armlet. The thing is, it lets the hero go in a lot more, you know, the hero's generally pretty squishy. And this is a game where HappyFeet have like a lot of brawling heroes. You might be able to survive duels with armlet, you might be able to like, you know, just sustain in the fight. Those extra few seconds might help a lot. Might also just be something that doesn't work out and you regret not having your full Manta or your Link in that bit sooner.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm a bit out of it. I'm legit just kind of tilted that my internet had to die at the most, arguably probably the most hype game I've cast in a while, so for it to die like that, it's kind of sad. Sorry guys. Alright, Alacrity. Well, okay, Burrow Strike catches onto him. Looks like they'll go for the duel. Def going for the silence, really trying to making sure that the duel damage goes the other way around, and Alacrity will go down. Ice Blast does connect onto 3 heroes with the Magnetize and the Coil as well already being there, and Ajit will actually get 1. Burrow, well, the Epicenter doesn't really land, but now the Burrow does land into Ajit. He's going to undertoggle his way through this. Nah, impossible. And actually, it looks like the Weavers is going to Shikuchi out. Burrow, okay, nice boulder smash, connecting to Ben-Hur. Adam going for the optimistic TPL Soul Assumption, and Jesse Vash will claim that click. So 3-for-2 trade. Def still not out of the woods, and he will die to Yash. So 4-for-2 trade. HappyFeet.
Yep, and they get the dual damage.
Playing
so
aggressive
very,
and end up. Yeah, they end up losing a ton of heroes.
Yeah, they are definitely the aggressive lineup in this game, though. They have the getting your face heroes. And it looks like the Visage is going pretty much the exact same build that Excalibur went last game, minus finishing the hood. Even though it is a better game, minus finishing the pipe. It is a decent pipe game, but I like just the hood. I think it pays for itself pretty easily with how many spells you can tank.
Well, he's gonna get his Aghanims up in pretty decent time. HappyFeet still maintain a 2,000 over gold advantage. This Terrorblade is really fat though, like Alacrity is top of the net worth with 10,000. They used the Moonlight Shadow, looking to try and find a gank. They might find Rappy, which they will, the Boulder Smash, and the Silence as well into the Ice Blast, and okay, the Blade Mill is not going to save you, using the Coil for good measure. And without the Coil, Jules immediately burst strikes out.
Right. They do have the 2 fat heroes on the map, so despite HappyFeet being probably the more aggressive team, it doesn't look like it's paying off yet. They have 1 tower to their name, and their net worth lead is mostly comprised from their Sand King having more money than the Earth Spirit by a good sum, which is not really the lead you want. Terrorblade and Potom are definitely going to be the heroes that take this game over if you let them. TB probably more so.
Oh, they found Yang. Yang should be dying here. Yash will time himself out of the Ice Blast. No harm being done. They'll find a familiar with the arrow, but Ajit is trying to right click it down.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Might be able to finally get the tier 1 mid now.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Alright, so 16-14, HappyFeet. What's the next objective? They want to try and push at the top tier 1. That should be the objective in mind. And well, Jules, he's going to build his way into a Yield Scepter. Alacrity, he wants to go and build into his Diffusal Blade. We start to see a lot more Diffusal Blades and Terrorblades, don't we? Like, just Terrorblades with...
It's a very good item.
But how so? Like, usually, you know, we see like Manta style, Hurricane Spike, this kind of stuff, but now you just see straight up into like a Manta, Mask of Madness, and Diffusal.
Diffusal in its heyday patch was still a really big go-to item for the fact you could get it quicker than your Manta. It gave you really cheap agi. So now it lacks its defensive component, but you still just do so much damage, and it's value. If he doesn't want to go for it, and he's actually queued up a Linken's now to deal with the duel, that makes a bit more sense. But anytime you can get to a point where you have your meta and 2 or 3 illusions, and then you pop your Manta and you defusal a hero, that hero has to get out or die. And it gives your illusions so much agi. And that it makes you very good tower pushing hero as well. Not that you aren't already, but it just, you know, it's better than any other pre-K item. By a long shot. Even armor.
Right, so they take themselves to tier 1 tower, they open up the map a bit more. Alacrity is still actually going for a Lincoln Sphere this game.
Makes a lot of sense, so he can split the map more. The ways he gets caught are Sand King, Stern, and Duel. Sand King at least has a way to pop the Lincolns with his Yule, but again, it gives time for the person to react.
And meanwhile,
and it does look like they're going to split most of the game.
Visage just pick up his Aghanims at the same time. Okay, you know, core items coming up on all these cores. Morano actually going for a Linken's of his own as well, so this is where playing as a Legion is very difficult. Fire Dragoon going to smoke up. Where are they headed? Into the enemy jungle or actually into the Roche pit? They're picking a Roche.
I think they want some deep vision and then they go Roche. I do think that if he starts seeing these Lincolns being built, the LC might consider skipping BKB and getting like a Halberd instead. Halberd's still a really nice value in this game. Yeah, BKB allows you to not worry about all the spell elements, but if you can't actually duel someone when they're splitting the map, that is going to be your big problem.
They actually do the Roshan really, really fast. With this Mask of Madness, Metamorphosis Terrorblade, and they take care of it. Well,
Terrorblade does a lot of right click damage, who knows? Do they even have a medallion? No, they don't. So. Speaks to the power of the hero. And they trade it for a tier 2. So, probably something HappyFeet is okay with. Because they don't have the most amount of towers before they went for that Roche. And a tier 2 is a big deal. And I don't think it's the Roshan that's going to enable the TB to like go and hit your high ground and end the game. It might definitely mean some outer tier towers, but those are a lot more expendable.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Alright, so now that they take the Aegis, do you see that Fire Dragoon, they should probably be feeling more confident in trying to take the next team fighter, but HappyFeet, they don't really seem to care because they're taking very aggressive positioning as well. Alright, looking for the Ice Blast, actually Burst Strike's out of it.
And the thing is, their supports are extremely poor, and their cores don't have like the items they need to fight HappyFeet's cores yet. Like, Visage is, A, his network's really good, but B, the hero doesn't need that much to fight. Same thing with Weaver. He went for a very combat-based build this game, finishing Diffusal, Dragonlance Treads, no Linken's Rush. So they're strong right now, and an Aegis doesn't necessarily change that as much as you might think. Because the rest of his team doesn't have an Aegis, and Terrorblade is not a hero that can like control 5 heroes from going onto your backline. Especially when it consists of Visage Birds, Weaver, Chain Frost if it bounces that way, and Sand King's pretty mobile as well. So it's hard to make them focus for TB, and they have the tools to kite around, I think.
Alright, so HappyFeet, when you said that they're confident about still taking these fights, especially with this very, very fat Visage, he's actually matching the Terrorblade in farm very evenly. This Midas really paying off, and not to mention the amount of damage output given by these 3 familiars. And we are still at this very crazy standstill between the two teams. Still not really sure, who has an advantage. But I would kind of favor HappyFeet a bit more, seeing as they still have a tier 1 bottom lane. And they have taken the bottom tier 2.
This is their point of the game. So this is where they should be favored.
Alacrity standing in the front like that. Very scary. Def trying to go for the silence. Actually does catch... Oh, nice coil. Catching all the familiars and the Sand King. Jules in some hurt. Oh, somebody gonna get hurt real bad. And they're gonna go back in. But nice. Sunder onto Ben-Hur. And Alacrity, he has the Aegis. Chain Fast bouncing around. Alright, it's gonna connect into Adam. And it looks like Adam is dead. But here comes Def for round 2. He will kill off Jules. Aegis will get popped. So Alacrity gonna man fight against all these heroes. So Yash, the beautiful stuns coming out, and Alacrity using the soul assumption. Can he kill him off here? I don't think so. Sand King buys back. They want to chase them. Yash chasing after Alacrity. Barrel Strike's gonna be a bit too short, Jules. And they actually take care of Alacrity. So, okay, expending only the position force buyback, they should be able to push.
And that's why the Aegis doesn't give them as much of an advantage in a team fight as you might think. TB is also not a good Aegis carrier because of being a transformation hero. I think they just need a bit more time overall. Their lineup to get to a point where the Podem and TB can take over fights. Because their other 3 heroes are pretty much just utility, They don't have a massive amount of damage output. They don't have like...
Oh, going in for the Blade Mail duel onto the Mirana. Ice Blast is going to be follow up. And actually, no, Mirana still will die. And this is where HappyFeet can actually take the lane of Rex. Yang also dead. They have to buy back on the Mirana, but... What? Can they hold? They should be able to take at least a tier 3, right?
Yeah, I think the Podem buys back if they find a decent jump when the Terrorblade gets in position. But yeah, tier 3 is dead.
Alright, Boulder Smash. We'll see what they want to do here. Popping the Lincolns into Alacrity. They have a 3-man coil, but where's the follow-up? Silence as well onto 3 heroes. This is a very slow siege. I think they figured they're just going to give away the melee barracks here. Beautiful Boulder Smash once again. But that's not going to stop this melee barracks from falling at this rate. Look at all the familiars. Chipping away. Bang, bang, bang. And okay, now they get the reset up. Going into the backline. Adam trying to get the magnetize. Oh dear, he kind of spiffed it. Only onto 1. Ice Blast coming in. Rappy is going to survive this. Ben-Hur does clip just at the very end. But now here comes the Barrel Strike from Jules. Not going to land to anyone. Starfog to fly around. And okay, nice. Very, very nice. So now this is where HappyFeet, they can reconsider going back in. They should know that Fire Dragoon do not have any spells. And they're happy to back off. They don't have to force the issue. They've already got what they wanted.
Yeah, they're way too low to go back in unless it's a blatant overextend. So, good amount of kills. Melee Rex down. 30 minutes in. The game's looking a lot more in control than it was 5 minutes ago. And if it gets to a point where Weaver gets his BKB and they feel like they can get in that position again, a second lane of Rax is a lot easier.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Alright, Def chasing after the edge. But he's gonna Shikuchi away.
This is a hard kill. But he is out of mana now. One more Shikuchi.
Yeah, he's gonna Shikuchi away. 30 as well, just for good measure. And he's actually gonna go to the shrine? Oh no, it's not up yet.
It's not up.
Ooh. What? Oh, he did TP to the top and he took care of Jules.
Consolation kill. They can't get the Weaver. Might as well get one. This Sand King's pretty fat, so gonna give you a good chunk of change. But as of now, kills like that, I don't feel like they're gonna make too big of a difference. And they need to somehow convert like map pressure into a team fight, which mostly comes through the Terrorblade splitting a lane. But that's a lot harder said than done when familiars can just go and deal with it.
Oh, to use the coil to catch Ben-Hur. Def wants to go. Ice Blast coming in as well with the Metamorphosis. Looks like Ben-Hur is a dead visage. And they will take the familiars as well, or try to take all of them with them.
That's meant to be a tanky hero, you know? Like he has a Pipe, a Shiva, Solar Crest.
But Alacrity
like
is
2 seconds.
so fat.
Yeah, Terrorblit's good here. And I'm sure Ice Vortex helps a lot as well with the amount of magic damage the Potter and everyone else brings. So now they have a chance to go the other way. They probably know, like we do, Visage has no buyback, just based on his impact.
Again, Epicenter being channeled, going in for the burrow. Yep, they want to try and kill it. They actually will successfully kill Alacrity. Rappy with the BKB. Can he find a blink duel into anyone? He needs to catch someone. Doesn't have detection though. Moonlight Shadow trying to go for Yang. They're picking him into the trees. Can they get him off the burst strike? Yes, they will. And with the duel, they will find extra duel damage for Rappy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Here's a blade in your eye.
Waiting for
I don't see the rush time because I reconnected.
It's not up yet. One, maybe. Oh, it's gonna respawn in 1 minute. And they're going straight for the shrines first.
Yep, why not? Safe option. They can push out the lanes when Visage gets back up. Go top. Until then, Shrine Gaming.
Alright, so 23 to 17, 9,000 gold lead favoring HappyFeet. And alright, for those of you guys who do not know, Fire Dragoon is based in Malaysia. This is a Malaysian roster. HappyFeet from the Philippines. Def is Singaporean, but he has played on a couple of tier 2 teams. I think he stood in with Geek Fam for a while. He played with Sail, if you guys know them. That's where he played with Shonix, he played with Ponlo.
I wish I knew half of these names.
All Gucci, man. I mean, a lot of these players, you know, they're actually just really young guys, just trying to break into the scene as well. Def?
There's just such a disconnect between the scenes, you know? Like, I wish we had more information on, like, the SEA teams and the Chinese teams that are happening. Like, if this qualifier wasn't happening and they were just playing, like, some SEA tournament, chances are most people wouldn't know about it, or it wouldn't get the same amount of coverage, and then you don't get to see these players. I mean, Fnatic is kind of a given because, you know, EU players have gone over there and they have a huge fan base.
I mean, Def, in a certain way, he could be a bit of inspiration. If I'm not mistaken, he was like a 2K player. He climbed to 8K by himself from the off lane. He taught himself everything, and that's why, you know, some of these younger players, they do look up to him. But the feedback on him as a player in general is... He was from 2K to 8K, yeah.
When? Like 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
I think that was like a year and a half ago. But of course, he hasn't...
Yeah, alright. That sounds a bit of a stretch, but maybe miracles do happen.
No, for real. Like, he climbed up by himself, and... You know, I think that's why some of these younger players, especially in the tier 2, they did look up to him. Okay, hold on, going for the silence, hold that thought. And now the arrow flying and it's gonna land underneath the familiar. Adam trying to use the magnetize, do whatever damage he can, but the deal is gonna go on to Ajit, and Ajit will get caught. Ajit goes down to Jesse Vash. Adam gonna tank the epicenter, and Jules will find himself a kill. 3 heroes dead, and they were gonna chase after Alacrity. Alacrity, he needs to run, they're already popping in the Lincoln Spear. He's going for the Sunder maybe, and Alacrity, oh, he's going for the turn. But there goes the time, and Fire Dragoon will call it. So 4 heroes dead, 27 to 17. HappyFeet. They will claim game 1. Great stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, Def, that's why some players, they did look up to him from the tier 2 side, but feedback is that he can be a bit one-dimensional in the way he drafts because he always insists on being the drafter and captain. But in this case, you know, being in a team with so many more experienced players like Ajit, Alacrity and Adam and Yang, he probably will take a role where he's just learning from them instead. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, that was very weird, but okay. Sorry guys, we can't talk too much about this as we have to hop into the next lobby. So we'll do a quick recap afterwards, guys. So see you guys in a bit. And once again, I do apologize for the earlier disconnect with the Fnatic series. That's some really tilting stuff. Hopefully you guys won't take it too harsh. And okay, see you guys in a jiffy.